You are welcome to the fourth session in Microsoft Word, which is studied under the Office Suite in Education course. Our three previous sessions taught us how to create content and edit as well as format them in paragraph form. This session will teach us how to create tables and put information in them as well. We normally use tables in situations where we want to present some information, sometimes in comparison or indicate the similarity, or sometimes for other purposes. Therefore, in this lesson, we shall look at what tables are, a brief definition of it. We shall look at how to insert tables and enter data into them. We shall also look at how we can edit and format tables. We will learn how to convert tables to text and text to tables. We will learn how to add captions to tables. We will learn how to insert formulas in tables. And then lastly, we shall look at how we sort information in tables or lists. In brief, a table is a grid of cells arranged in rows and columns. Tables are useful for various tasks, such as presenting text, information, and numerical data. That is, whenever we want to present information in the form of text or any form of information in the form of figures, we may choose to use tables. In Microsoft Word, you can create a table, a blank table, convert text to a table, and apply a variety of styles and formats to an existing table. Let us look at how to insert a table into a document using the table command. The steps are given as follows. 1. Click where you want to insert the table. 2. Click the Insert tab. 3. Click the Table button in the Tables group. 4. On the drop-down menu, drag the mouse pointer over the preferred number of rows and columns. A demonstration. I'm adding some text first. So let's assume I want to insert a table here, or let's say I want to insert a table after this paragraph. What I'll do is I have to click where I want to insert that table, then click the Insert tab, and then click Table Command button, and then you see that you have boxes here. Now each box represents a cell in the table, and the boxes are arranged in rows and then in columns. Okay, so the number of rows and number of columns that we prefer, we will select them from this point. You first of all have to press and hold the left mouse button on the first box, and then you drag over to the number of rows and columns that you prefer. Then when you've gotten to where you prefer, then you release your finger from the left mouse button. And once that is done, you have inserted your table. Again, to insert a table, you click where you want to insert it. You click the Insert tab. You click the Table button. You press and hold on the first box or cell. Drag the pointer over the number of rows and columns to select the preferred number of rows and columns. Then when you get to that, then you release your finger from the left mouse button. You have inserted a table. An alternative for inserting tables is to use the Insert Table dialog box. Let us look at how we can use the Insert Table dialog box to insert tables instead of using the tables command. Steps are given as follows. 1. Click where you want to insert the table. 2. Click the Insert tab. 3. Click the Table button in the Tables group. 4. Click Insert Table on the drop-down menu. 5. On the Insert Table dialog box, enter the preferred number of rows and columns. 6. Click the OK button to complete. A demonstration. So step 1 tells us to click where we want the table to be inserted, and then you click the Insert tab, then you click the Table button, and then you click the Insert Table option as you find here. This is the Insert Table dialog box. You can now type the number of rows and the number of columns that you want in their respective boxes, as I am doing. And when you are done, you click the OK button to complete. Now we have our table. Once you create a table, you can enter data into it. You just click inside a cell within the table to enter the information into the cell. So for instance, you can notice that the cursor is blinking in the first cell. So I can type name, then I'll click the second one, class, and then I'll click the third one, or you can use the tab key on your keyboard to also move from one cell within the table to the next. Then program. So that is how we insert data in there. Okay. So let's say I'll put my name here. Okay. You notice I'm not using the mouse anymore. I was using the tab key on the keyboard. Okay. Okay. Any information you enter into a table can be edited and formatted just like you did for the paragraphs. For instance, I can choose to apply different font type here. Okay, so I've selected the first row of this table, then maybe I may apply this font. Probably I may reduce the font size to 10. I can change the color to whatever color that I prefer. Okay, I can even apply some sort of theme colors to it as well. Okay, alright, so you can perform most of the formatting and editing that you normally do with your paragraphs over here as well. Let us look at how we convert text to a table. To convert text to a table, we follow the following procedures. 1. Select the text you want to convert. 2. From the Insert tab, click the Table command. 3. Select Convert Text to Table from the drop-down menu. Once that is done, a dialog box will appear. From the dialog box, 4. Choose one of the options in the Separate Art section. This is how Word knows what text to put in each column. That is, are you going to separate them by paragraph, by tabs, and others as I will show you. 5. Click OK. And once you click OK, the table is created and the text is placed in the table. Let us have a demonstration as usual. Let's assume I want to put these two paragraphs, I want to convert them to a table. So I'll first of all select them, and then I'll click the Insert tab, then click Table, then click Convert Text to Table. Okay, here you have 12 columns, but I want just 2. It is separating them by commas, that's why I have 12. But let me choose separate text at paragraphs. Okay, and then let me make it 2 columns here. I've already selected this one, paragraphs, and then I'll click OK. Alright, so now I have 2 cells now within this table, but only 2 rows and then only 1 column. Let me create some sort of a list here using the tab. So I'm creating tab stops here. Alright, then let me enter some information here. So name, program, level, and then all. So we have name, let's say Cynthia, doing information technology. Level 100. Hall, let's say Wesley Hall. James Mensa, reading mathematics. Level 300. Dunwell House. Then we have let's say Michael SCB here, reading science at level 400, and at the Freeman House. Okay, so we have information created in this format. We want to convert this kind of information to a table. We follow similar procedures. We select the information to be converted or text to be converted, then we click Insert, then we click the table command, then we click Convert Text to Table. So here we have how many columns? Okay, so we'll leave it at 4. The rows is inactive. And then where are we separating the text? We are using our tabs to separate the text. Okay, then you click the OK button. Once you do that, your table is created for you with the text. Similarly, you can also separate the text by commas. Okay, maybe name, program, level, Paul. Sorry. Let me use just this. Okay, so we are separating them at where? At commas. Okay. So that is how we create tables, and we also convert text to tables. We can also convert a table to text. What you do is you select the table, and then you go to layout, then you click convert table to text. Okay, so convert to text, you click that. So separate text with what? With tabs. Okay, you can choose commas if you want, or any other symbols, but let's keep it at tabs. So you click OK, and there you have it. So we can convert table to text and vice versa. Okay, let us look at how we add new rows to a table. That is, after creating our table, we notice that we've filled all the rows, and now we need additional rows. Let's say we are entering students lists, and then we created a table with 20 rows, and now we need additional, let's say, 5 rows. How do we go about it? The steps are given to us as follows. Step 1, select rows equivalent to the rows you want to insert in the table. It does not matter whether you have typed in it or not. 2, right-click the selected rows, and then 3, put the mouse pointer on the context menu, on insert on the context menu. 4, click where you want to insert the rows. That is, you want to insert it above the currently selected rows, or you want the new rows inserted below the currently selected rows. Once you do so, the new rows will be added. Let us have the demonstration. First of all, let me convert this one to table. Okay. I want to add 2 more rows to this table. The first step tells me to select the rows equivalent to the number of rows I want to insert. So here I want to insert 2 rows. That is why I selected 2. After selecting, I right click on the selected rows and then put the pointer on insert. Then I choose either to insert above or below. In my situation, I want it below, so I'll click insert rows below. And once I do that, you notice 2 more rows are added. Let us look at how we insert columns in an existing table. Steps are given to us as follows. 1. Select columns equivalent to the number of columns you want to insert in the table. 2. Right-click the selected columns. 3. Put pointer on insert on the context menu that appears. 4. Click where you want to insert the columns. That is either to insert columns to the left or insert columns to the right. Let us demonstrate this. I want to insert an additional column to this table. Okay. I want to insert an additional column to this table. So what I will do is to select the number of columns equivalent to the new columns that I want to insert. Afterwards, I'll right click on the selected column or columns. Then I would put pointer on insert on the context menu, and then I'll choose the option either to insert to the left or right. In my situation, I want to the left. Once that is done, a new column is added to the table. Now you can enter information in them as preferred. Let us take it that you have inserted a table and you have entered the information in there, and now you have some excess rows that you do not need anymore as being part of the table. The best way to get rid of such excess rows is to delete them. That is the only way, of course. Let us look at how we can delete rows in a table. 1. Select the rows you want to delete. 2. Click the Layout Contextual tab on the ribbon. 3. click the delete button in the rows and columns group. 4. Click delete rows on the drop-down menu that appears. Let us demonstrate this. We are told as the first step to select the rows we want to delete, and then once we select them, the layout tab appears on the ribbon. So we click it, then we click delete button here, and then we select or click delete rows. You notice that the rows no longer exist in our table. Let us look at how we delete columns from a table. The steps are given as follows. 1. Select the columns, sorry, not row, should be columns. Select the columns you want to delete. 2. Click the Layout Contextual tab on the ribbon. 3. Click the Delete button on the Rows and Columns group. 4. Click Delete Columns on the drop-down menu that appears. Let us demonstrate this. We first of all select the column we want to delete. Then we click Layout. Then we click Delete button. And then we click Delete columns. Now we've deleted that excess column. Of course, you can get rid of the entire table in a similar fashion. What you do is you click anywhere, or you click anywhere within the table, or you can click the table's handle. Okay, as you can find here. Then you are at Layout, of course. If you are not there, you click Layout tab, and then you click Delete button, and then you choose the last option, which is Delete Table. When you click it, you notice the entire table is deleted from your document. Therefore, when you don't need any table anymore, you can do so to get rid of it. Sometimes, whilst you are creating your table or you are entering data into it after creating it, at certain times you may want to combine some of the cells together so that they become one cell. Now, this is referred to as merging cells or cell merging. Now, cell merging refers to joining two or more cells into one. Before you merge cells, make sure that not more than one of those cells has content in them. If you have content in more than one of the cells, it will not be possible for you to merge them. Let us look at how we merge cells in Microsoft Word. 1. Select the cells to be merged. 2. Click the Layout Contextual tab on the ribbon. 3. Click the Merge Cells button in the Merge group. Let us have a demonstration of this. Okay, so I want to merge these two cells. The first step is to select them, and once they are selected, you click the Layout tab, and once you click the Layout tab, you then click Merge Cells button. Once you click Merge Cells button, the two cells are merged into one. Similarly, if I want to merge these two cells, I will select them. Once we are on the Layout tab, I'll just come and click Merge Cells. We've also merged them into one cell. Similarly, not only can you merge rows, you can also, columns, you can also merge rows. Okay, so you select and then you click Merge Cells, and then they are merged. So once they are merged, if they don't contain any data, you can now insert data in there. Okay, so you notice I'm entering some data in here. So let me make it 1 and then 2. Okay, so CLT1, then CLT2. Okay, so that's how we merge cells in a table. We do remember that we learned that styles simply refers to a number of formats that can be applied to some text all at the same time. So we can refer to styles as a combined formats that can be applied to text at the same time. We can also apply styles to tables. Here it means that a number of formats combined that can be applied to a table at once. The steps for applying styles to a table are given as follows. 1. Click anywhere on the table. 2. Click the Design tab on the right side of the ribbon. 3. Locate the Table Styles group. Then click the More drop-down arrow to see all available table styles. 4. Select the desired style. Let us have a demonstration of this. Okay, so we have this table and we want to apply table style to it. We are asked to click anywhere, or you can select it using this handle here. Then you click Design tab. So you have the Table Styles group here. You can click the More arrow button down here, and you notice that a variety of table styles are displayed for us in this drop-down gallery. Okay, now you can scroll through and then click the table style that you prefer. So assumingly I prefer this style, so I'll click it. Once I click it, the style is applied to the table. Again, you click anywhere within your table, or you use the handle. You click Design tab. You click this More button, and then you have options here. You choose the preferred style for your table here. Once you select it, that style is applied. Ooh, I don't like this one, so let me choose a different style. Okay, I'm okay with this. I would have preferred this appearing, maybe let's say black or something. Oh, I selected something else. Okay, so there we have it. That is how we apply styles in our tables. Captions are very important. Captions serve the purpose of describing what the table is, or the purpose that the table is serving. It describes or labels the table for us it gives some sort of a brief information for us to understand the content of that table. So let us look at how we add captions to tables. The steps are given to us as follows. Step 1. Select the table you want to add the caption to. 2. Right-click and select Caption from the context menu that appears. Once that is done, the caption dialog box will display. 3. If the caption dialog box does not appear, click Insert. Point to Reference and then select Caption. In the caption dialog box, enter a caption for the table in the caption box. Select an appropriate label you want to use from the label drop box. That is, are you labeling a table, a figure, or equation? In our case, we are labeling a table. 6. Specify the position where you would like the caption to appear in the position box. And when you are done, click the OK button. Demonstration. So I'll select this table, and then I will right click the selected table, and then I'll click insert caption. Alright, so once we selected a table, you notice that in this caption box, a preliminary content is entered. Is we have table 1. Normally for tables, that is how we number or identify them before the description follows. So table 1, table 2, table 3. Usually after the table 1, you bring a hyphen, you leave some space. Okay, let me leave some space here. Leave some, yeah, and then you type, let's say, students in the mathematics ICT department. So now I have inserted the caption. Then what am I labeling? Of course, I'm labeling a table, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, where do I want it positioned? I want it positioned above the selected item. And when you are done, you click the OK button. Alright, now we have our caption here. This caption describes this table. It helps us to know what this table is about. And you need to remember this, especially when we are working on your project work or any other document that would require the use of tables. Sometimes we may have numerical values in our table, and we would want to compute some sort of results with that numerical values. But if I may say values in simple terms, Microsoft Word allows us to create formulas to compute a result for us in our tables. Remember that formulas can only be created in tables for Microsoft Word. Let us look at how we can insert table formulas in Microsoft Word tables to perform simple mathematical functions on data for us. The steps are given as follows. Step 1. Click into the table cell where you want to display the answer to be computed. Two, click the Layout tab on the Table Tools contextual tab on the ribbon. 3. Click the Formula button in the Data group to open the Formula dialog box. 4. If necessary, click into the Formula text box and enter the desired formula. That is, if you want to create your own, type your own formula. That is what you do. To format the display of the number, if desired, use the number format drop down menu. 6. To select a function to add to the formula in the formula, to select a function to add to the formula in the formula text box if needed, use the paste function drop box. That is, if you decide not to enter your own formula, but you want to choose a function, a predefined function within your Microsoft Word, then you use this option. When you are done, you click the OK button to insert the formula field into the selected cell. And once that is done, the computed results will find itself in there. Okay, so let's enter some scores here. So I draw menu, and then Kwaku menu. Okay, so let's insert an additional column here. Let's say totals here. Let's merge this. You can also right click this, then come and click merge on the context menu. So that's another way of merging cells. Okay. Alright, so let's enter some values. Yes, random values. Alright, so let us compute the sum of all the values scored by a drop menu. How do we go about it? We click the cell in which we want to place our formula in, and then you click the layout tab, and then you come and click formula. Once I click formula, you notice either I have an option of adding from above, there should be an option of adding on the side. Okay, so instead of above, I want the values on the left to be used. So I'll delete the above and then type left. Okay, and then do I want to format number format? Yes, I want to apply this number format, so I'll click this chevron here. Okay, and then choose this option. I'm okay with the sum function, so I'll not choose any paste function here. Okay, then I'll click OK. Once I click OK, you notice that the values, the results is computed here for me. Similarly, you click here, you click the cell to insert the formula in. Then that is the cell you want to insert the formula into. Then you click formula, and then instead of above, for me I want it those on the left, values on the left side, so I'll type left, then I'll click OK. I didn't choose number format, so let me choose number format for this. Alright, if let me set a row below here, so we can also insert rows here. Okay, also insert a column here. So let's I want to add values up here. It's simple as that. You click the cell you want to insert the value into, then you click the layout tab, and then you click formula. And this one we leave it at above. Then you click OK. If I want to find the average of these two values, I'll click formula and then choose, let's say, average. Okay, let me delete this sum here, and then let me put above. Sorry, click OK. It has found the average for me. Alright, so that is how we enter formulas in tables for Microsoft Word documents. We will do more with formulas and functions when we get to Excel. We might have created a table and we want it sorted in a certain way. For instance, for a list of students, usually we want it arranged either by the index number or alphabetically. Now, how do we arrange a list or contents in a table so that they are arranged alphabetically or numerically, whatever in a sequence that we may prefer. We have to sort it. Now let us look at how we can sort a list or a table either in ascending or descending order. The steps are given to us as follows. Step 1, select the list or table to be sorted. 2, click the sort button in the paragraph group. 3, click the arrow on the sort by list box. 4, click either paragraph or text for lists. For tables, click the column you want to use to do the sorting. 5, click either ascending or descending. 6, click the OK button. A demonstration. Yeah, this one contains more information. So we want to sort this list. I think it's already arranged alphabetically. Let me misplace them. Okay, let me create some additional one here. So Agnes, let me say Augustine Bentel. Let's say Nana Sika Philip. Then let's say George Opon. Let me add an additional list so the ladies will not pick me up. So we will have, let's say, Mary Chumwa. Okay, so we have our list here. Let's put all these. Let me copy these together. Okay, so you see I'm copying and pasting in the cells. Copy, paste here, paste there. Alright, so we have our 4 lists now. I want this list arranged alphabetically, okay, in descending order. So what I have to do is I have to click anywhere, or I can choose to click the handle. Okay, and then I'll click the sort button here. Once I click sort button, the sort dialog box appears. So what am I sorting by? I want to sort by the name. Okay, but I can, apart from sorting by the name, after the name, do I have any other criteria? Probably I would also want to sort after that by let's say the program. Okay, let's leave it at the ascending order. When you are done, you click OK. Alright, so now you notice that we have our students sorted. Okay, so child, you notice here by program, you see that they are sorted here. The levels are also sorted. Okay, if I want to sort first of all by, let's say, the class, then followed by the program. Okay, let me choose that. Slide that. Let me choose a different option. Name and class. Okay, or should I say name and program? Okay, all right, there we have it. So that is how we sort a list in Microsoft Word. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I pray you to practice. Practice makes perfect. Practice for me, okay? So that we want you to have the skill. That is the most important thing, not just about the exams that you are about to write. Alright, so we end our lesson here, and we shall meet again. Have a wonderful day.